Yes, people. Welcome to Saeed TV and welcome to the Call In Show. This is the Call In Show where you guys, you Man United fans, can have your say, come and have your opinion. Um, and the title video is No Champions League football next season. It looks more than likely. You know what I mean? Obviously not certainty, but more than likely there is no Champions League football for Manchester United next season. I want to hear your opinion, people. As ever, make sure people to have your camera on. No camera, you're not coming on. Simple as that, people. We can't take no messing around now. We've got to be serious now. So don't be shy, don't be afraid. But big up to everybody who's watching right now. Not far away from 50k. We're literally less than, I would say, 800, less than 800 away from 50k. You get me? So big up to everybody who's watching right now. I am going to put the link in. This will be about an hour and a half show. So make sure, people, you get in, get early. I am going to put it into the chat right now. So we're going to get cracking, people. We're going to get cracking. Right, the link is in the title right now. Click on the link right now. First come, first serve. Also, be patient in the back. If you are not getting in, be patient. I will get you on as quick as I can, people. I will get you on as quick as I can. So there you have it, people. Get in the title, get in the link, and get in the corner show. Um, and yeah, man, I pinned it in the chat right now. So it's pinned, people. It's pinned to the chat. So you can come and have your say. Right, let's get the first one in. Zamir.
Yo,
I like Zamir.
what are you telling me, man?
What are you saying? What are you saying? You good, brother?
Yeah, not too bad, man.
Not too
But
bad, not too bad as well, man. Looks like no Champions League football next season, man. What are your thoughts?
like
Uh,
it is like at the end of the day, these players don't deserve top four, man. Not one of them. Like
mm,
next season, I'm looking at this team now. Next season, I don't want one of them anyway. Like Ronaldo, I wouldn't mind having for another season, but even look at players like Varane. He's injury prone. You look at your Sancho's that people talk about. Listen, he hasn't hit expectations, man. He's done all right, but his end product's letting him down. You look at like your players that you talk about, Ilanga, hardworking. Is that enough for a Manchester United player? It's not, man. And we're seeing that right now. That you can have effort, but quality matters more. Like you see with Ilanga yesterday, I feel sorry for him, man, because he just looks like lost on the right. He's playing on the right, but he's just like Daniel James, man.
yeah.
At the end of the day, top four or
Mm.
not, it doesn't matter because we've got bigger problems at this club. If we get top four, best believe most of these players will still be here next season. Best believe that, Saeed.
That's what I mean. Maybe is it good that United not playing Champions League just to
It
kind
is,
of
man.
get rid of the deadwood?
It's a wake up call to the Glazers because they're not footballing people, let's be honest. So they'll look at us dropping out of the top four and think maybe these players ain't good enough. And they'll allow Eric Ten Hag hopefully to come in and get some of his own players in. But if we get top four, they're getting their money in. They'll think, you know what, they can do it. They might not win the Champions League, but we're going to be in the Champions League. And listen, with our names in there, that's all that matters, really, the money. And that's a
Yeah.
problem for like us. But the Glazer family don't care, do they?
Exactly. Are you back at Old Trafford this season? Are you done now?
I should be there for the Chelsea game. I've got a ticket for that game, but
Mm.
I'm still deciding on whether to go, man. Like, what is it? We can't get top four now, so what is it? What am I gonna come all the way from Birmingham to Manchester? Yeah,
Yeah.
late kickoff too. It was on a Sunday for us as well, but late kickoff to watch these guys that don't give a crap, man. We've got players that just walking around on the pitch. Why should I
Mm.
waste my time for players that don't care about this club, man?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly, man. But nah, man. Big up to yourself as
So,
usual, man. Ten
like,
Hag's got a lot of.
I want to
Go
say
on,
one
sorry.
thing. I've seen on Twitter people making fake accounts about you. Big up to you, man. That's how you know you made it in life. When
Yeah,
people
man. Big up to you, man. I appreciate it,
fuck
man.
the haters and listen, I'm on TikTok, the eye test. I'm closing in on 2K, everybody, so give it a follow.
Yeah, man. Make sure you give it a follow, people. Give
Thank
it a
you.
follow, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you, man. Love as always. Let's bring on Estrella.
What's going on, Saeed?
What's going on? What's going on, bro? You good?
Before I even say anything, you guys, you already heard what this man said. He's 808 subscribers away from 50k. Let's push these numbers up, please. I get the likes.
Big
Let's
up,
get the
bro.
like button smashing.
Big up, bro. Love, man. Love, man.
Nah,
But just want to say, man. Obviously, we're with no Champions League football likely next season. What do you make of that, bro?
I'm not bothered. Like, I went on Nuruddin's channel I think on Thursday, spoke to him, said the exact same thing. I'm not really bothered about top 4 or Europa League. If I'll be totally honest, yeah, the only reason why I wanted Europa League was because it's an awkward fixture competition and it's more games. So it kind of enables Ten Hag to implement his style of football, can rotate a bit more of the squad, get them playing. You can even get some youth players in there. You've got Amad Diallo, Palestri, you've got Donny van der Beek coming back as well to implement him in the squad's more game time to like have his like foot stamp on the team. So that's why I wouldn't be opposed to Europa League. But that conference thing, boy, miss me out. Miss me out.
But what a team though, they deserve it though when you look at it. When you look at
do you know what it is? With the team, yeah, like obviously I watch other fan channels and stuff. Some channels that you was previously part of, I'm not gonna give them a shout out. Some of the stuff that they were saying is a hit and miss because like watching yesterday's game against Arsenal, yeah, you can go and say, oh, it was an improvement from what we're normally like seeing and stuff. That's Arsenal's B team. And like the fact that you can't even perform against Arsenal's B team just speaks volumes. Because when I first ever came on your channel, I think it was around the appointment of the end tenure of Oli, the beginning tenure of Ragnick, yeah. And when we got Tellers, I told you from early, yeah, the guy attacking wise is decent, but defensively he's sus.
Yeah, absolutely.
I specifically remember saying he's defensively sus, and it's like I feel like all like everything I've said now, or like all the negative things are just coming home to roast now. Like it's like defensively, every time I watch United, it's like I find myself thinking, oh shit, we need a new 1, 2, 3 people in different positions. Like right back, Wan-Bissaka I've been saying this. He needs to go. Like he needs to go. Left back needs to go. And now it's like we're now justifying players starting or playing because they're putting in effort. When has effort ever been an indication for a player to be starting?
Exactly.
The previous caller said Elanga is just as bad as Daniel James. I think that's an insult on Elanga because me personally, I think Daniel James is a speed merchant. And what I mean by that is when you play a low block here, they're completely like they're just useless. There's no point of them being there. They have no space to run in behind. Something like Jesse Lingard makes him kind of void, like makes him basically the player void, isn't it? Elanga is too raw. He needs to be loaned out. But me personally, I just think he's one of them players that will never actually be good enough for United. Like a Brandon Williams, it's not a bad thing. That Danny Welbeck, he was a good player, scored some good goals, but I don't think he was cut out for United, if we're being totally honest. Same thing as Jesse Lingard, possibly same thing as Rashford as well. I feel like, and before I go here, this is another thing I wanted to bring up a point because there's lots of stuff I wanted to say. In terms of Bruno Fernandes, I understand people's frustration with him, the petulancy, the constant moaning. He's not in great form, but people need to understand this guy carried United for almost 2 years in one of the. Everyone thinks this is rock bottom now. We was almost rock bottom before, and people need to understand in football there's very like short memory. This is what happened when Pogba came to United originally. He for the first couple of seasons or whatnot, doing the most because when you're in a midfield with Matic and McTominay or Fred and McTominay, there's only so much you're gonna get. I'm not saying Bruno's not playing crap. I'm not saying we shouldn't bench him, but the way everyone's now screaming out, 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 I'm scared that there's going to be an agenda which pushes him out before the actual rot. And the rot is Harry Maguire, Rashford, Luke Shaw, and Wan-Bissaka. I feel like those are more. I just always think, why does this fan base never actually target the players who actually need it? It's always the ones who have done good, but then going through a rocky patch, and all the blame gets put onto them. I don't know if you agree or not, but I just
I think for me, I think yes, we can also praise, but I feel like when it gets to the stage where we need to criticize, I feel like it's players have just got too much kind of, I don't know. You can't. It's almost like you can't criticize players now, and that's just the reality of the situation. But it is what it is. I think with Bruno Fernandes, he will get time under a new manager, but that's when I think a lot of fans will have to open up their eyes and say, you know what. If he's not going to work, then I think Donny van der Beek should get his chance. So it is what it is, man.
The thing that makes me laugh here is he's not even a 10. People keep putting under this false conception that Bruno is a 10. He's not a 10, he's an 8. And Donny van der Beek is like, he's almost like a versatile player, and that's probably one of his shortcomings. Like Wayne Rooney, like towards the end of his career at United, everyone said he was a striker, but I feel like the reason why he's not talked about in world class, obviously we're going off topic now, the reason why he's not talked about a world-class stature in his actual positions because towards the end he wasn't really a striker, he was like a 10, then he even dropped lower to a centre mid. Is that because he's so versatile and he's like happy like to work for the team instead of him for himself, you get kind of lost in that thing. Donny van de Beek, I feel personally, he's almost like an adaptation of Ander Herrera, like going forward, because most of the damage he does is within the opposition's box, but he's also good at doing defensive work as well. He might not be great at tackling, but at least he puts in. He'll give you that extra engine in midfield that you need. And I feel like someone like Fred and McTominay, everyone's saying, "Oh, when Ten Hag comes in, they're gonna be better." I promise you now, the same shit you're seeing now is the same shit you're gonna see when they get here. Because at the end of the day, I've seen enough with my own eyes that these players, it's not even about not performing or not being in form. They're generally just not good. They're not good enough.
Yeah, I know.
And if you think about it, all the players that are in our starting lineup, all you've got to ask yourself is this is my final comment before I come off. All the players that in our starting 11 right now, if everyone's fit and you choose your starting 11, ask yourself this: are they going to be good enough for another top 4 team? Will they get into a top 4 team? Will they get into a top 6 team starting? And I'll be totally honest, there's only 2, potentially 3 that would get in, and that's for me is David De Gea, Sancho, and Rashford. I wouldn't even put Varane there because it's like you didn't do your due diligence.
Rashford?
Everyone's saying injury prone. I said this Rashford, he's not who is he getting in on? People keep saying this Rashford guy. Yeah, what you do off the pitch is amazing, but on the pitch, the guy's a piss of piss. Like you don't do nothing. It's like I watch Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea. When they're attacking and you see their transition from defense to attack here, you don't ever see someone doing this. They don't point. They just run into that. When I see Elanga get the ball and he gives it to a centre mid, it's like they're pointing. They're telling him where to go. That's because we have no style of play at all. So it's like, how do you expect to progress? Because I'm sure you go to games, you can see it live. They have the ball,
of course.
They pass it into midfield and then they don't know what to do. They just stop it and then they're waiting. There's no actual passage of play where people know what to actually do. So, like I said, everyone's got to ask themselves. Everyone's got to ask yourself, the players that we have, will they get into a top 4 team? If you know what the answer is, then you know what we need to do. We need to start clearing out, and that's what it is. But like I said, have a nice Sunday.
Big up to you, bro. Love to you, bro.
Please like and subscribe this guy's channel.
Big up, man.
Get him for 50k before the end of next week, possibly. Love that.
Absolutely. Love, bro. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Big up to you, man. Big up to everybody who's still watching, man. Keep liking the video, people. Keep subscribing if you're new. Let's bring on Kunal. Kunal, you good?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. How are you, bro?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Obviously, looks like we're not getting Champions League next season. What's your thoughts, your reactions? Let me know what you think.
I'm happy, man. I'm happy because these players don't deserve it. Like, you can clearly see they don't give a damn about the club. Like, you need players who actually perform for the club. Like, we have been saying this for so many times, again and again. And you know what? I'm sick of it now. Like, I cannot say it anymore. Like, the Leeds game where we were 2-0 up and we went 2-2. Defensive mistake. The Aston Villa game where we were 2-0 up, we went 2-2. And the Liverpool game, both the games, you were very bad. I feel for Ronaldo because the guy went through such a, something that is unimaginable. He comes back and he shows that passion. And he had one of the best games of the season, passing to Dalot, and he finished that goal which was offside, like a whisker of an offside. And no one else is showing that passion. Like Elanga is good, Sancho is good. Sancho was brilliant when he came on. But the defending, again, is a joke. Harry Maguire is not playing, but you know what? Another PR will come and say that everyone else was bad. Harry Maguire has been the worst player for the past 2 years. Only 6 months he was good. Other than that, he has been bad. So I don't care what people think about the PR and all this stuff. Bro, when he was booed at England and people are defending him, and I'm like, are they so soft now? Are they that soft? When Pogba got booed, no one said anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and no one said anything. But you know what? It's okay people getting booed. It's football, man. You prove it on the pitch. If Roy Keane got booed, he'll be like, okay, man, I'm going to go score a goal. I'm going to pass. But then Henderson is coming out. Harry Kane is coming out. What's going on with this club, man? And you know what? I want this guy to be sold, Maguire. I am done with this guy. I want so many players to go. And I want Eric Ten Hag. You know what? There are rumors that we will get 70 million or 80 million budget. I'm happy. I don't want a world-class player. I want a squad player, a team player who will play for the team, for the badge. That's my opinion on this, man.
Absolutely. Big up to you, man. I appreciate it, man. Love for coming on.
Thank you so much, bro. Take care.
Take care, man. Peace. Let's bring on Pop. Pop, how are you, brother? You good?
Yo, you hearing me say?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. How are you doing, man? I realized that on Twitter, bro, I think there's some guy trying to create a parody
Yeah, man.
account.
We don't take no notice of it, man. We just keep on doing what we're doing, man. That's the
Yeah,
main
bro.
thing, innit?
Just keep doing your thing, man. Cause yo, as I said, you're a real guy, bro. You know, sometimes people like
Appreciate.
try to troll you and stuff, bro. But I respect you, man. Like you have a
Nah,
real
come on, man.
personality, bro. Trust me, I
Come on, bro.
respect you,
Love
man.
that.
Yeah,
Come on,
bro.
bro. Appreciate it,
So
man.
as the previous caller was referring to like the players and stuff, like Danny, like Bruno and stuff. Like I'm a person who said I'm gonna be real with you, right?
Mm.
I argue with balance. So there's some people that they slander Bruno, and there are some that overpraise him, right?
Mm.
So in let's be real, I think Bruno, he the impact that he had, he brought us to a certain level. So I wouldn't say he carried us or he made us this or made us that, but his impact, you know, we must respect that. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I'm not the fan that's going to tell you that if someone else comes in like a Ten Hag and say, okay, I don't want him here, I don't want him here, I'm going to move him on. I'm not the type that's going to be bothered by that, right?
Mm.
Because at the same time, people are biased because remember said we used to have Marouane Fellaini used to score important goals for us. He
Mm.
still got bashing, right?
True.
Nobody look and say, oh, let's give Fellaini some love because he did this for us. Nobody cared, right?
Mm.
We had Mkhitaryan who went on a run that won us the Europa League, right?
Mm.
When he was on his bad spell, everyone turned on him. Nobody cared.
Mm.
We had players like Luis Nani used to turn up in Champions League nights. When he
Mm.
was inconsistent, nobody cared.
Mm.
So we can't bias to Bruno to say, okay, he's not having a good time. Blah blah blah. We need to do this. No, we don't need to do anything. Said if he's bad at the moment, right? So what I'm my thing with with the players is that some of the players we already invested a lot of money in them. So like people like I like Wan Bissaka, we bought him for 50 million, right?
Yep.
There's no way we are going to have Wan Bissaka as a bench player, having him like have him as a bench player and try to have him develop in something else, right? The money we bought for Wan Bissaka, it was a no or never situation. He's on 50. We bought him for 50 million. That's an investment to be our right back for 10 years. So if it's not working now, said, I don't think it's possible for us to have that player on the bench learning from another better right back because he doesn't have the fundamentals for him to take off into that level. You see, when you're watching football, said you have to look on what the players do. Even the slightest thing they do can trigger them. It can tell you that this guy's going to be a top player. The first minute I saw Luis Diaz, the way the no look passes, the way he controls the ball, the things he try. I know that this man, like he tries it in training, and he bring it out on the pitch. So you know the players like the mentality, because people underestimate mentality in football. Like, all right, look at this now, said Martial, Pogba, right? Maguire. These guys we invested in them, said. They're at the level right now in which they have to do it right now, or we have to sell them. That's just it. So that's just my big issue with the thing. So I will get rid of like most of the players. Like McTominay is not another one. He's a bad player, right? McTominay, Fred. Remember when I told you about Varane?
Yeah, you did.
I told you, bro, you can't swear for this. That's what I'm saying. I try to argue with balance because while people want to bash Maguire, they will try to act like Varane is a saint. But I look at both of them and I look at Varane, all his career, he's playing with good players. He's playing with great players for France, for Real Madrid. I don't know how much of that is them or how much of that is him, because he's not a player that was ever in the trenches, you know? He's not a player that was playing for a Newcastle or Everton and like a Van Dijk playing for Southampton. He's not that player that you can say, okay, I remember when he was doing this for this team on his own, etc. So it's a gamble to say, yo, Varane will become this or Varane just need that. You can't swear for Varane, bro, because he's injury prone. He's not a physical guy. He doesn't get like how Rudiger put his body about. Varane doesn't do those stuff. And we are in the Premier League.
True,
So
true.
you have to look at those things, said, and
Yeah.
that's how you, like, when you look at those things, you evaluate the player and say, maybe he's not going to become this. So what I'm saying, said, top
Yeah,
players can do both. Today, if you're watching Mohamed Salah, he's doing a different role now. He's staying on the wing and he's supplying the team with his passing. There's another time where Salah might be more goal threatening. He wants to go in the box. Top players do both, bro. And to me, the club right now on the fan base, bro, it's kind of too toxic in terms of, all right, when Man City had Cancelo, he was shit the first season. He was rubbish. Nobody heard about it because the way Pep handles the situation, the way the club can have a flop and they just take him out of the picture and slowly put him back in the picture. So you see everybody talking about Cancelo now like he was always good, bro. Cancelo in his first season, he was garbage. Trust me, he can't defend. But the way Pep handled him, put him in here, take him out here, it creates an illusion like, oh, he was never there. So that's the thing with top club. There's times when Gabriel Jesus doesn't play in like 7 matches. Gabriel Jesus don't start. And there's a time when Pep put him in and he scores like 5 goals.
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
There's a time when Jesus is nowhere to be found. But when he's called upon, he's there. Same with Grealish. He's having a poor season, but the way Man City handles certain things. So that's what I'm saying. The club, in how they are run, they allow players to gel in. Like Liverpool had a player that was about to have a great season. He got injured. That's Elliott. Right? You see how he's missing, but nobody's talking about it.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
next
true,
season,
true.
Next season
Coming
he's going
back.
to pop up. And he's going to pop up and everybody's going to be like, whoa. That's the difference with those club, bro, and our club. If we miss Sancho, if Sancho is injured, we should have a system that allows us not to be thinking about, oh, we need Sancho, we need Bruno, we need Pogba. No, bro. Our team must be gelled, bro.
Nah, I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. I hear you, Pop, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Big up, bro. Yo, look, peace, man. But what I'm saying, bro, yo, say one more thing, bro. I know you love some of these players, man, but we have to let them go and yo, respect Ronaldo, man. That man is nearly 37, and that man is about to score 20 goals. You guys that love Marshall, bro. Marshall this, Marshall that, bro. Bro, trust me, bro. Respect Ronaldo, man. Respect,
man. I appreciate, man.
He's a goat, bro.
Brother.
Yo, he's
Come on, bro.
Yo, Greenwood.
Yeah. Big up to you, man. Victor Liang, big up to you for the super chat. Looks like Pochettino is gone at PSG. Conte to PSG. Wow, I don't know that. Where's that coming from? Pochettino looks like he's gone at PSG. We'll see, man. We'll see. Big up to everybody who's coming in. Big up to Samson. Yep, good caller. Big up to everybody who's watching as well. Like the video, people. If you want to call in, pin chat. I will be getting to everyone in the background. Let's bring in Icovin. Icovin, you okay, man?
Nope. I don't after yesterday. I don't think we deserve to lose, man. To be honest,
but our naivety, man. It's still our naivety at the back.
We should have dealt, but we should have dealt with the game better yesterday, man. We deserved something at least yesterday. Like it was unfortunate that the other referee was also being an ass. Like, but you know what? Oh, cool. We don't get top 4. It's not the biggest deal, isn't it? Because we got a big rebuild to come in for. We got a rebuild to go and do.
Absolutely.
Structure upstairs almost being done.
You might take your headphones out, bro. I can hear some crackling. Please,
sorry. Can you hear? Is it better now?
It's just crackling a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Speak again.
Can you hear me now?
No, you might come in and out. And then I'm gonna get you back on.
Sure.
Come in and out, please. Yeah. Please, bro. Let's bring on. Is it Mo? Mo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Mo, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. United fan, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Come on. What do you think then, bro? No Champions League football next season. It's peak, isn't it? It's peak.
It's only what we deserve.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but so what do you want to say? You know what I mean? Is that all you want to say?
No. I mean, listen. I think with Ten Hag, the Europa League is probably the best thing we can do. Just give him more time. So it's really
Yeah. Why are Man United bad at the minute? Can you pinpoint anything? Why are Man United bad?
players, but board also.
Sorry?
Board. But
The
also the
board. What
players,
about the
to be
board?
honest. Huh?
What do you think the board are doing wrong?
Just the way that they're spending money. There's no structure, nothing. It's really all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the players?
Players, I think they just wrote the season off. They just wrote the season off. And then the board also wrote the season off by not getting Antonio Conte. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you want Antonio Conte?
At the time, yeah. Because that's really the only elite manager available. And the players probably needed someone like him, to be honest. The players needed him. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Go on. Big up to you, Mo, man. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Yo, my man.
Big up to you. Big up to you. Let's bring back Ikovin. Ikovin, can you there, bro?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah. What are you saying?
No, it's just yesterday was just a bit of a calamity in it, but yeah, we got to rebuild now. Structure upstairs is, I'm hearing Paul Mitchell might come through, and we might get, Ralph Ragnick will go upstairs as well. Hopefully, we can get some more, proper football people, because I'm hearing we just sacked our scouts as well. Our scouts, the ones that have been here under Sir Alex Ferguson. So I'm that finally, we're finally doing something that's actually good for us going forward, because we have so many people here that need to get out of this club, because this club ain't going forward with such people at the club. They don't know.
Name me the ones that you want to get out.
What do you think about John Murto? Do you think he's a good? I'm not so good. I'm not so fond of him. I think he should.
Time will tell. Time will tell, man. Time will tell. I think with me, jury's still out.
Matt Judge needs to go. Matt Judge is not a good negotiator. We can do much better with a better negotiator. We need.
Yep.
I'm hearing Murto is not going to be in charge of the transfers now. I think it's going to be Ralph Ragnick going to be in charge of them. We need a lot of these players as well to leave the club. Like Ronaldo, man. Ronaldo is for me, he has to be here. Ronaldo is my favorite player. You know that. I said it before. Ronaldo has to stay. Ronaldo has to stay, because who's going to score goals for us next season? We've seen it without Ronaldo in the team. Who's scoring goals for us against Liverpool? We struggled at Anfield. We struggled big time. Rashford was clean through on goal. We couldn't even touch a ball. Lingard came on to something. Juan Mata, for me, he actually showed some fight. There's a player there in him that he actually cares. He's been at the club for years. He has a 1-year contract. He's not been playing football, but come on, he still showed something, did he? He's a veteran. He's a veteran of this club. He's given everything he could. Even though it's not worked out for him, he's still given everything he could. And it's quite rare now, because you have player power that's taken over this club has taken over this club for so many years. Since David Moyes has come in, player power has really taken over the club. Like when David Moyes came in, they never took the players never took him seriously. When Van Gaal came, the players then later on didn't take him seriously. Then Jose, then Ole. But then now, and I hope they don't do it to Ten Hag, because it will ruin his career. It will ruin his legacy as a manager. But hopefully, we can get some new players in. I would love to clear out as many players as we can. Bruno Fernandes, I'm sick and tired of the way he's playing right now. I think he should be dropped. He needs to be dropped. I'm sorry. He's just not. He's not cutting it right now. The way he played against Arsenal just sealed it for me. That he should be dropped. I think Juan Mata should come in for him. I know it must sound like a joke, but Juan Mata actually played. He actually won the ball back and actually cared about the club. He actually played with his heart out when he came on. Yeah, I know it's against. Who else was it against that he played? It was against
Everton.
Everton, yeah, exactly. He still cared. He actually came on, actually cared. He put in a shift. At 35, 36 years old, he still cared.
Yeah.
So there's so many people here that really need to go, man. Like I said before,
absolutely.
My targets this summer would be to sign in a center back. Maguire needs to be. I said before, Maguire needs to. The captain needs to be stripped off Maguire. We need to sign maybe extra 2 center backs because Varane is injury prone. Someone needs to cover for Varane and maybe to play alongside him. A CDM is much needed. We were needing a CDM last summer, man. Last summer we were crying out for a CDM. We should have gone for Ruben Neves. We didn't go in for him. He was available as well by Wolves. Wolves apparently made him available, but United didn't go in for him. Striker to back up for Ronaldo because Cavani needs to go. Cavani's just eating up the wages for free. Should have been sold since January. The guy's sitting on the bench earning us 200K for free. We're not even playing his game. But yeah, as I've been seeing a lot of the bullshit going around on Twitter.
Nah, don't worry about it, man. Honestly, don't worry about it. Yeah, but I appreciate it, man.
I'm so sorry about it, man. I really don't want to see you like hurt like this, man.
No, it's all right, bro. It's all right.
Coming off Twitter? Are you considering coming off Twitter?
No. We'll discuss it, but it's okay for now. You get me? Don't worry. Everything's been sorted out. So, but big up to the support, man.
No problem. Anytime. I just want to say, everyone, please help report the guy, man, because it's not fun to see someone like you get bullied. Because you're a real one. Like for me, one of my favorite United people out there. Like
I appreciate it, man.
Like you're a real one. So please, everyone, help report the guy. Get him out of Twitter. We don't need a place for toxic people like that, man. Seriously.
Absolutely, man. Nah, big up to you, bro. Love.
Sorry for wearing my AC Milan shirt. I have no pride wearing a United jersey anymore, man.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man.
Bro.
Big up to you as always, man. Big up to you as always. Come on, bro. Love, bro. Love. Let's bring on Malik. It's a bit too loud, man.
We back. How you doing today?
Yeah, man. What are you saying? You in work?
Always. But with United, I think like it all started from the board. The board started with commercial, and that was our big problem from the jump, from the very jump. And then now this is the payback. After all the years, we've been hiring managers for commercial, signing players for commercial. It's payback. That's all we can see. We can literally see payback now. This is it. And like with United, I feel like with Ten Hag, I hope that he's actually claiming all those things. And this isn't like a publicity stunt. Because the board is sneaky. You got to watch the board, Saeed. I'll tell you, the board is sneaky. And with more like, I just don't know. And Bruno, I think he's smart as fuck too. Because like, I'm sorry for cursing, but
that's all right, man.
He signed a new contract because he knows Ten Hag is not going to keep him next season. That one season Bruno had, he has not mirrored that since then, at all. So Bruno signed a new contract so he can stay, and he has like something to work for. But I'm saying like with United, I feel as though like for right now we need to look at our youth, look at our academy. Start investing in the youth, and that's the best way we can get out of this rut. But
do you think Ten Hag's got a lot to do?
I would have preferred Pochettino because he's been in the Premier League and he's played for Tottenham, so he knows how the Premier League works. But I feel Ten Hag, he has a good mindset. What do you feel about Ten Hag?
I think he could do a good job, but it's going to take a long. It's gonna take so much effort and money and kind of it's gonna be a grind, man. It's gonna be a grind. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. I've got no kind of I'm not optimistic, but I've just got to stay kind of hopeful more than anything.
How you feel about Maguire? Yeah. Do you think he's gonna stay with Ten Hag, or do you think we're gonna sell him?
I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know, man. I think for me it could be long for Maguire. I really genuinely do. But like I said to you, Ragnick says 10 players could leave, so we'll find out, innit? I mean, time will tell, man. Time will tell, man.
Time will definitely tell. But next season, man. What do you? I'd say next season we're gonna get to like 5th place. What do you think next season? If you had to guess from where we're at right now.
I'd probably say depends on the transfer window. I probably could say right now, 5th. Right now, I would say United finishing 5th, 6th next season. But obviously, it depends on the transfer window, and we'll see where we go from there. But it is what it is, man. But now, man, Malik, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. You still in work? How long you finish your work?
You too, Saeed. I got a couple hours until I break fast too.
Yeah, man. Big up to you, man. Come on, bro. Love, man. Appreciate it, man.
love.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Let's bring it. Let's bring on Sachin. Sachin, you there?
Yeah.
What you saying? You good, yeah?
Yeah. First off, I gotta show this. Me.
What's up?
Wait, can you see it?
No, I can't see it.
Oh, wait. No, it's saying
don't show the video. Just show the picture.
It says Eric Ten Hag trying to figure out how to fix Man U, and it's like these like big math equations.
Oh yeah. It's gonna take bro. It's gonna take more than maths, man. You need a whole science experiment, everything.
Yeah, and I was just watching Liverpool and Everton, and I gotta say that Everton in a relegation battle show more fight than Man U. Like that's
Yeah, I know.
crazy. I think, yeah,
Hey, I see them and they were battling. They were battling.
yeah, I know. Even though Everton are shit, like they're at least fighting. I mean, our
Mm,
team doesn't even show fight. Like the Liverpool game, I
mm,
stopped watching after 30 minutes. I'm like, fuck this. I'm like
mm,
not watching this anymore.
Is you just giving up? Are you kind of losing hope now?
Yeah, I think the Arsenal game, at least we played better. I think
Mm,
without Maguire, I think we played a bit better. But I think
mm,
defensively, we were still shaky. I think I like Varane a lot. I think he's a good player
mm,
overall, but I think especially because he's injury prone, like a lot of people have been saying, and
mm,
he's kind of like whenever he comes back from injury, he's a bit rusty, and like this is
mm,
what happens.
mm.
And especially I thought Tellez also was poor too, and Bruno, like I think a
What do you think
lot,
of Bruno? Be honest. Be honest.
yeah, a lot of people have been saying that Bruno is like a stat pack merchant, and like he doesn't turn up in big games, and that might be, I think that's coming to be true. Like
Mm,
he gets a lot of goals and assists, but like he doesn't turn up in big games, and like
mm.
he does all these Hollywood passes and stuff, and like I'm just kind of fed
You're
up with
tired of it.
this.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm. Nah, appreciate it, man. Big up to you, man. Do you think that's it for top four for you in terms of anything like Are you saying that as well? The Tyler videos, no Champions League football. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, yeah. I honestly
Yeah.
have given up on top four, and like I honestly don't want to be in any European competition. Like, give Ten Hag like a chance to like focus on the Premier League, and because it's gonna be a new league for him because he's only been in Eredivisie, so pretty much it's
Mm,
gonna be a new challenge for him.
mm. Absolutely. Big up to you, Sachin, man. Appreciate every time, man.
Yeah, peace.
Big up to you, man. Big up to everybody who's still watching. Keep liking the video, people. Nearly 500 of you's watching right now. Keep liking the video. Let's bring on Lesso. Lesso, how are you?
Nah, I'm all good, man. And how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. The title of the video is no Champions League football next season. Do you agree with that, or you think we still got a chance?
Nah, man. Like I actually said in February, I think around February time when I said, the Champions League spot is gone. Like I just saw what the results that we're getting, and I saw the attitude of the players, and like I just saw that they didn't really want to like play for the rest of the season. I knew that the season was over. And unfortunately, man, I mean, for Ten Hag when he comes in, for him to work, I think we need to get rid of about nine to 10 players, because you need to fizzle out the problem, the troublemakers in the dressing room, who are causing all this trouble, and bring in people who are on board, and as well make sure that you keep people within the team that actually will work with you, that aren't the problem makers, that are professionals on the field. Because right now it's all about, I think it's more about player power than anything else, and that's what's actually causing Man United to finish where they are right now. I mean, honestly, I don't want these guys finishing even in the conference. I don't want the conference. I mean, who's gonna watch that, to be honest? It's embarrassing as it is. So I think if they can just finish 7th or 8th and then go in next season with about 5 to 6 players, and as well as bring back Ghana and Pelestri, maybe Ahmed. But Ahmed, I feel like he still needs to go out on loan because he didn't have a successful loan spell with
Yeah.
Rainbow. So and just bring in and just merge the new players that are coming in. Keep your Ronaldo, keep your Varane, and keep your De Gea, and build on that, and then bring in a little bit of youth players, 1 or 2 of them if they're old enough, they're good enough, as Busby said, and then
Yep.
you can also and just bring in 5 to 6 players that actually suit how we play, because this thing of us, giving players power needs to come to an end. Your guy like Bruno, I love Bruno coming in. I loved him. Trust me, I loved him. But performances matter at the end of the day. He needs to be on the. I think he's not gonna fit. To be honest, I think he's not gonna fit Ralph. Ten Hag's style of play, because Ten Hag is all about positional football. Bruno doesn't know how to keep position. He's always passing out to oppositions or losing the ball, like what we saw even yesterday. And it's peak for some of these players, but I think a lot of them will be caught.
Absolutely. Lesso, man, big up to you for coming on, bro. Appreciate you calling in, man.
Definitely, man. Next time.
Come on, man. Big up to you. Big up to everybody who's watching. If you want to call in, people, just hit the pin chat and then you can call in. Let's get Ishan. Is it Ishan?
Hey, Said. Big up, man.
How are you, man? Everything all good?
Yeah, man. I'm from India. I mean, you know what? You look like Notorious B.I.G., bro. I keep saying telling to my friends.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, man. Nah, big up, man. I appreciate it. So what do you think about United in a minute, man? What's your opinion, man?
Yeah, man. I think top four is I think top four was done even when we lost to Everton 1-0.
Yeah.
I think we must hope for sixth or fifth place. It's just been awful. I mean, how can you play such a high line against Liverpool, bro? I just don't understand. It's Ten Hag's got a lot to do. I feel if we get that midfield right, because I really don't know what the United board are thinking. For almost 2 years, right? For almost 2 years, we knew that McFred is not good enough. What do? We get Bruno Fernandes in, and by the way, let me tell you, Donny van de Beek, was his best position at Ajax was a number 10. So basically, we got Bruno Fernandes in, and we got a backup in the same window. We got two number 10s in the same window. Why couldn't that 40 million be spent instead of Van de Beek get a world-class CDM? I really don't understand.
Even the Ronaldo one, when you look at it, did we actually need Ronaldo or did we need a DM? You know what I mean? Because there was always going to be one plus.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of problems scoring, and I really don't understand. Getting Ronaldo in. If we had a world-class CDM, man, some of the decisions made by the United board is it's appalling, really. To say the least.
That's taking nothing away from Ronaldo though, because Ronaldo scored his goals.
He's got 15 goals at the age of 37. 15 goals and 3 assists. That's insane. And we just letting him down, and it's pathetic right now. I think we're not going to make top 4. I think that's done. Most probably we're going to hope for 6th or I would say 7th to be. That would be 7th would be embarrassing. Right? To go fucking play
Conference League.
Yeah, to go fucking play in these war-torn countries, Slovakia and all of them, traveling Thursday night, what the fuck? I mean,
and it could jeopardize the season, but you just kind of hope that maybe the youth can play. Maybe Ralph Rangnick can bring some of the youth in. Maybe that could be some fun.
And bro, Harry Maguire, oh my god, yeah, definitely, Harry Maguire. I think people saw Harry Maguire when Virgil van Dijk was in Southampton, and he was exceptional. I think we saw Harry Maguire the same level, but we all knew he was decent, but he was not great. He was decent at Leicester, but he was not really good. And that he has been awful this season, And bro, a lot of people say Varane, bro. I don't see I don't see him make that much of an impact. I mean, how many clean sheets we have kept with? Even with
I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that, but you know what? A lot of people.
Bro, look at the numbers. How many clean sheets have we kept with Varane? I don't think so. We've kept a lot of clean sheets. Bro,
you just hope maybe with a settled back 4. That's what I'm giving him next season as well. Settled back 4. Maybe we can have some sort of success with Varane, but I think it's been the biggest disappointment this season. People say Cavani, people say a lot of players, but I think Varane, man, for what he came with and the hype and the injuries now, it's just all been a disappointment, and he's been my biggest disappointment. That's only my opinion, but
bro,
it is what it is, man.
I've always said this with Varane, If you look at Real Madrid last season, when Ramos was injured the entire season, Varane was shocking last season because it's when Gary Cahill and John Terry was there, right? John Terry made Gary Cahill look good. It's the same thing with Varane. He's a decent defender. You need someone like a Virgil van Dijk alongside him. A world-class centre back and a decent defender. That's my take on it. Some people, a lot of people may disagree. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Listen, it's all about opinions, man. It's all about opinions, man. So big up to you, man. Ishan, thanks for coming on, man, from India, innit?
Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Big up to you. Big up to you. Big up to Sambo. Sambo. Is that Riyad Mahrez there? Are you sure you're not Riyad Mahrez?
Come on, man. And I heard him say B-I-G-T. Biggie, man.
Yeah,
So,
man.
I get that a lot, to be fair with you, man.
Now, you actually look like Riyad Mahrez.
You know what it is? I get Riyad Mahrez with a bit of Kyle Walker, man, as well.
Kyle Walker. You know what? I can see that. The chat's going to go off now. The chat's going to call you Mahrez now. It is what it is. Yeah, man. How are you, man?
Yeah,
I feel good.
Yeah, wicked Saeed, man. I'll be honest, I'm not going to lie, Saeed. What the guy just said, the guy just before me, personally, I don't really see that Varane's made that much of an impact. And to be honest, look, we have to say it as it is. No player is bigger than the club. And I really have to say that, to be honest, I don't really see that he's made like great changes, leaps and bounds and stuff like that. So we have to call it as it is sometimes. Maybe he's not in the best of form. Yeah, it definitely has something to do with the players around him. But I just don't think he was like this Varane that everyone was. We saw at the beginning of the season, he came onto the pitch with his nice suit, and we all thought, yeah, that's it. It solved all the defensive problems, because he hasn't. Do you get me? So,
why do you think it is? It's just the fact that you feel like Real Madrid have taken, like, sold it for a reason, man. He's past his best.
To be honest, you know what it is? I think it's the expectation. I think it's this English football thing. Like, for example, everyone talks about, just another example with the Varane, is that Bruno Fernandes. Now, Bruno Fernandes, you can see he cares about the club. When they were kicking, when they was going for Oli at what I think it was a Watford game, and he was telling the fans like, "Yo, it's us." And I think the problem with, like, maybe even Varane as well, but Bruno Fernandes and Varane, it's like they care a lot, but because of the pressure and the expectation, they need to take it back and just play your basic football and be relaxed. And like how he's getting assists at the beginning of the season, I think because he knows, like, people are onto me now, and I'm overthinking penalties, I'm overthinking this, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to make it work. I think that's where he's going wrong. And I think, to be honest, Varane at the same time, at Real Madrid, it was relaxed, it was flowing football, and I think it's got to Varane in a way as well, because he's not really seen as Champions League Varane in that team anymore. He's just seen as like another defender and as a fullback. So.
Do you think we deserve to be not playing the Champions League this year now? Next year, sorry. Do you think 100%. We deserve it?
100%. But we talk about Arsenal fans as being reactionary, yeah. But I'll be honest, we have to hold our hands up as well, because even Saeed, be honest, yeah. If we do, I'm not saying we will, but if we go and win our next 3 games, yeah, and Tottenham do a Spursy thing, Arsenal, they crumble under the pressure, maybe the last 3 games, because they think, it's smooth sailing all the way to the end. And we turn it around just maybe by a point or something last minute and stuff like that. We're going to look like a bunch of lemons, because we all think, it's over. Now, for me, it looks like it's over, but it's not over till the fat lady sing. And that's the way I'm looking at it, to be honest, because...
Problem is, though, United have not won 3 games in a row all season. And that's the problem.
Well,
Chelsea, do you see us get a result at Chelsea?
Well, I think we were on that losing streak before Chelsea and we managed to get a point out of it. I think when Rudiger missed last minute, I think, and he slipped or something like that. I'm not saying we're going to beat Chelsea, but I think there's still a last twist in this somehow, somewhere. Even just if I can quickly comment on, the Ronaldo situation as well. Like, people that say we didn't need Ronaldo, personally, with all due respect, I think it's nonsense, because we needed Ronaldo this season, because let's say we had a CDM there, right? Who's scoring our goals this season? Greenwood, obviously, situation with Greenwood, he left, yeah? Rashford's not been on form. Cavani's gone missing, yeah? So we would probably either join more games than we would have winning, or we wouldn't have been scoring as many. We'd been conceding twice as many as that. Like, Ronaldo has actually been the saving grace this season to get in the goals. Yeah, we might not have had someone in the middle to kind of pull it all together, but like, we could have been a bigger laughing stock if we didn't have Ronaldo, because if he didn't score against both games in Tottenham, I think that would have been all the big 6 we would have been embarrassed by all season. So
True. Nah, I hear your point. But
Isn't it?
Sambo, man, I appreciate you
Yeah,
coming
man.
on, bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
respect, mate. Respect.
Come on, bro. Love, man. Let's bring on Abdullah. By the way, there's 600 of you watching. Please like the video, people. So if you're watching right now and you haven't liked the video, people, smash a like on the video and subscribe if you do. Abdullah, how are you, man? You good?
I'm good, and you, Said?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Last time we spoke well, man. What do you think about today now? Champions League football, is it happening? Is it not? What do you think?
No, it's dead, just like the team, brother. The hopes are
Yeah.
dead. This team
Yeah.
kills every hope you have in them.
Yeah.
And the problem right now that I can say is, there's agenda against Ralph in the media.
Yeah.
I've been looking at it since yesterday. You have Scholes coming out, Alan Shearer today, Rio Ferdinand,
Yep.
all the guys, it's part of the problem.
Mm.
You there?
Yep, it's true. You know what? Hey, because I didn't hear this on the Raleigh. All of a sudden now
Yeah,
it's
no.
coming on the...
You won't hear. I mean, what's fascinating is people saying you should apologize to Ollie and to Phelan, the guys, that created this problem, this weak mentality in the squad.
Yeah.
Right? They created the division in that dressing room.
Yeah.
And people calling out players like Pogba, Martial as lazy. It's wrong. It's just personal agendas. And if you look at it, for example, I understand why Martial wanted to leave. And it wasn't Ralph calling him out. He asked Ralph, he wants to leave. Ralph wanted to keep him. He came out himself to say Ralph wanted him to stay, but he felt it's right for him to move. And that was something Oli created. Martial have maybe 3 stinkers. Right? Gets dropped. Rashford comes in. Man plays dead football for months. No one criticizes him. No one says he's lazy. No one says anything. Right? And that is the problem at the club. Same with Harry Maguire. And like I'm saying it right now, I'm not even sure if Ten Hag can change this. If Ralph moves out at the end of the season, it's going to be difficult. Because he does not know what he's walking him into that dressing room.
There's a lot of things to mess out. Yeah, there's a lot of things to sort out.
There's a lot of things. And if he doesn't have a person like Ten Hag at the club to help him build that structure, it's going to be difficult. People's going to start calling him Frank de Boer Mark II, another failed Dutchman in the Premier League. Because I can already see the media saying what he needs to do, like the experts already. So it's like they're setting him up to fail before he even started the job. And for example, the leaks coming out with Jesse Lingard, he shouldn't even been at the club. And these players that's leaking, these are the players that are not trying. If you look at the starting lineup, players that doesn't start, these are the guys that Ralph don't trust. And I mean, for example, especially with the players linked to the club, when I saw Harry Kane, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, I thought to myself, wow, that doesn't sound like Erik ten Hag signings. That is Glazeronomics right there. Big money signings, more for the social media, t-shirt sales, because at the end of the day, that's what we are, a commercial club. And for Erik ten Hag to have power in that dressing room, and the only way I'll be able to tell if he has power is when these players start dropping the stink performances and they don't get benched, then you know who's in charge. But the first thing he needs to do is get rid of that guy sitting next to Ralph on his left-hand side, Fletcher.
Yeah, Fletcher, yeah.
Right? And Mr. Humpty Dumpty holding up the brick wall there, Mike Phelan.
Yeah.
Like I said, that whole dressing room and club is Humpty Dumpty. It's broken up in so much pieces, no one can put it together.
Mm.
That's what it is right now on that club, right?
Mm.
For example, I read the one that Ralph fell out with Fletcher, calling out, giving instructions to the players, shouting from the touchline. Exactly, that's the point. Who is he? He's supposed to be a technical director. Why is he giving instructions? No wonder no one knows what to do, because they're getting one instruction from one and another from the other one. And that is the problem. And
Absolutely.
I'll say it again. As long as he's there, players like McTominay will play. For example, I don't believe in this McFred, right? Because the stat speaks to itself. If you look at McFred, no. I always say, look at the players individually. Fred, much better than McTominay as a footballer. But because he has to cover ground for McTominay, he has to cover ground for Bruno, losing the ball in spaces which we should be attacking in. The minute he gets the ball, he loses it. And at that moment in time, Fred is out of position because he lost the ball.
Yeah, true.
So
Always covering his ground. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
it makes him look bad. And I've said it. Next season, Bruno's got no place to hide. There's no one that's going to say, it's Pogba's fault. The fans are going to get on his back. And I've said it. He could be having the world at his feet when he came at this club. But at that time, I could say, you know what? It's not going to last. Because, I mean, good players come to this club to die. They don't come here to build their career. It's all about getting the paycheck, the money. That's it. And when you give these players that amount of money, like Ralph said, there's no hunger. They've got nothing to prove to anyone. Because what do they have to prove? They're earning the big money. That's why we can't get rid of these players. I mean, for example, I said that time, Chris Smalling, he's not bad. But when you have players that are not technically good, it makes everyone look bad. And if you look at it, we had the best defensive partnership with Daley Blind and Chris Smalling. And how did Gary Neville and the pundits always say, Daley Blind's going to get bullied by Lukaku. He's going to get bullied by Aguero. The man pocketed him in all the games because he can read the game. It's all about reading the game and being in the correct position at the right time. If you don't have a positional game sense or that technical in your football, then
it's
it will
nothing.
make
Yeah.
you look bad. It's nothing. I mean, for example, Champions League Varane. I said, he'll look dead in this team. He will look dead in the team.
And he's looking at it now.
And it's showing. It's showing. And sometimes I don't always believe these injuries because, I mean, they're probably thinking, I don't want to be part of the shit show. So let me fake a slight injury here. I'm feeling a little pain there. It's because they don't want to be part of that. And it's going to be difficult, but I'm happy. You know what? It's a fresh start with Ten Hag. If we don't get Champions League, I don't want to be in the Conference League. I'm happy to play
I think there will be. Yeah, I think there will be.
But you know, with this team, Saeed, every weekend, people's like, what do you think you're going to do? I say, I'm not interested in what's going to happen this weekend. The only thing I'm interested in is how they're going to fuck it up this weekend.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Because they don't give you any hope. So you know what? I want to have hope because the season's done. Okay, you know what? If I could press the end button right now, I'll do it. I'd have probably done it 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Because you know what? As angry as I get, I support the team. I support the team. And right now, it's just disappointing, man.
It is.
I mean,
it is.
They can't get any lower than this.
Absolutely.
And if you think it can't, trust me, I mean, yesterday against Arsenal, it wasn't that bad, but I mean, individual errors cost you that game.
Absolutely.
And people saying, yeah, Bruno will be better next season. He might not. But at the end of the day, Ten Hag has a big job on his hands. And
Absolutely.
for example, I read another article that they told him he first needs to have a look at their backroom staff before he can decide if he should or want to bring in his mates' rights, brother.
Yeah.
Jobs for the boys again. I mean,
Exactly.
they've been there for years. Ralph wasn't allowed to bring in people. He wasn't even allowed to buy players. We could have bought maybe 3 players for 20, 30 million for 3 players. When have we done that?
There
And
you
they
go.
could have improved the team. But the Glazers, they're out of the season the minute they sacked Ole.
No, absolutely.
And now people
Absolutely.
is asking us to apologize for a guy that created the shit show that's happening. And I mean,
You know
for
what?
example,
I think it's one of the situations where I think, like, you know, Ten Hag's got a massive job on his hands, but it just depends on how much the board can help him. But Abdullah, I'm gonna have to let you go because I'm gonna try and get more people on. But I appreciate you calling in, man.
No problem,
And
brother.
hopefully we'll speak again soon, man.
We'll do, no problem. I'll maybe
Yeah,
get
man.
you on
Big up
a
to you.
therapy show.
Yeah,
Cheers, brother.
definitely, man. Definitely, man. I appreciate it, man. Big up to Abdullah for calling in, man. Let's bring on Captain. Captain, you right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Saeed, Ramadan Mubarak. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, man. Ramadan Mubarak to you, bro. How are you?
I'm doing good, bro. First time caller, long time listener. Keep
Big
doing
up
your
to you,
thing.
man.
Yeah, big up to you. I just been listening the last caller, Humpty Dumpty about the team is broken, right? The team is just broken, and all the King's horses are trying to put things back together again. It's very difficult. But I think one thing, Saeed, that the fans don't realize, the people who are making Ralph Ragnick a scapegoat, I don't think they realize that the Glazers and John Murtaugh and everybody gave up on the season as soon as we sacked Ollie and decided not to bring in Conte. As soon as we decided not to bring in Conte, Zidane didn't want to come in. Those are win first now. Like, they wanted to win now. But those guys, our staff didn't want to bring them in. So I think they forfeit the season at that point and wanted to take a longer term approach. Right? The longer term approach right now is bringing a manager that's going to be here for the next 3 years. And we got 6 or 7 contracts that are expiring. So they said, you know what, if we bring in Conte, you know, he's going to leave in 18 months. We're going to have to rip it all apart again. So I think they made a wise choice. Ralph Ragnick wasn't really brought in my opinion, to bring us top 4. He wasn't brought in for that. He was brought in as a change agent, an agent of change. Like, just come in, sort these players out, tell us who should stay, right? Who should go, who we should sign on to a new contract, and who we should bring on as a new coach. That was the whole thing with Ragnick. And if you see right now, he's talking with chest. He's bigging up his chest right now in the media. He's saying whatever. He's got a full confidence. He's saying we're going to bring in 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 players. Who allows him to say this type of stuff? I'm pretty sure he has a backing behind him to be able to say these types of things. So I think for us, the biggest changes that we need right now, we're going to bring in a proper coach right now. Eric Ten Hag, he knows a system that he's going to bring in. Saeed, I was listening to Steve McLaren. Him and his son did a video a few weeks ago, and Steve McLaren was breaking down Eric Ten Hag, all the details. And when Steve McLaren was coaching at FC Twente several years ago, Ten Hag was his assistant coach. So they met for the first time at that point, and Eric Ten Hag, in the first meeting, he brought a binder full of notes of every single thing that he wanted to do for the next 6 weeks. Every single training was already documented and written down. So he's very meticulous, right? In his coaching style. He's going to come in. I think he's going to shore up our midfield big time. I feel our players are burnt out. Like guys like Bruno. Bruno's very burnt out right now. And there's other players who know, like you and I know the problems. The 600 people right now watching know what the problems are. Imagine the players. The players should know the problems too, if we know as fans, right? So I think there's an element of these players giving up that, you know what, until the big problems are solved, I'm not even going to try anymore. They don't see Champions League as a big deal either, like these players.
That's scary, though. Scary that they don't do that.
You're right. It is very scary. Us fans want to hear that music, right? The champions. We want to hear that every Wednesday. These players
Every
don't really
Wednesday, man.
care. Yeah, the players are like, you know what? We don't have a trophy to play for, so this season, Bruno said it himself. So I think as soon as we
But
bring in
why
a
are they saying that though?
proper,
It's crazy though that they're saying that. Oh, Champions, the season looks. Pogba came out, said the season looks dead. But somebody's talking about pride and all that. But where's the trophies? Like, why do they not feel like they have to win something for something? Like, Champions League football trophies. They don't feel that like energy. They don't.
they don't. And I'm surprised that these guys are freely saying whatever they want in the media. That tells you they have no respect for this manager at all. Like they don't care.
Yeah.
Like you see Lingard talking to Paul Scholes and telling him what he told him yesterday. I mean, for Paul Scholes to come out, I'm pretty sure Jesse Lingard didn't care if he said that on air or not.
He's going
You
anyway.
see, he's going in exactly. You saw Jesse Lingard a few months ago on Instagram wearing the West Ham jersey. I felt away for that. Like I don't think, in my opinion, if you have a dressing room that's self-policed, I don't think a player comes out and does that kind of thing. Can you imagine like Michael Jordan in his heyday in Chicago Bulls coming out and just wearing a Boston Celtics jersey just on the weekend and putting it on social media? I mean, this is crazy, in my opinion. So for me, that's a lack of accountability. There's players who don't like each other in that dressing room. There's players who have given up, and it's very, very toxic. In my opinion, people say Cristiano Ronaldo's the problem. No, the mentality that he's got, we need that mentality there. I hope we keep him next season, strictly
Be
for his
difficult.
mentality.
Be
It will
difficult
be
without Champions League
difficult.
football. Yeah.
I agree. If you know what, if we keep him, I would say keep him, but play two up top. Find a system that benefits him with two up top. That he's that generational of a player and that goat of a player that I would accommodate my system around him. But if
Absolutely.
he leaves, I think we got to bring in a proper midfield. If you notice, Saeed, we don't even play through our midfield. That's why Scott McTominay had seven passes in the first half last night. Seven passes. It's because as soon as we get the ball, we just ping it out. We send it straight to Elanga or Ronaldo. We either lose it or on a counterattack, right? That's why we just don't have a system. If we bring in, imagine this, Saeed, bring in Frankie De Jong, who already knows the system of Ten Hag, who's a proper cultured player on the ball, and you bring in Chouameni, although he's linked to Real Madrid, you bring in Chouameni to clean up behind him, and then you bring in Donny, Donny van de Beek as that number 10. I'm telling you right now, Saeed, I'm telling you now, in the words of Ricky, we would be cooking. I'm telling you. That would be a midfield.
It's a
that would
dream.
I would love
You never
football
know.
again.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But now I appreciate you calling in, Captain, man. I appreciate you calling
Yes,
in,
sir.
brother.
I
Love, man.
appreciate it. Yeah, love, man. Keep doing your thing. Take care.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Love, man. Love. Let's bring on Freddie. Freddie, how are you, man?
Good, Saeed. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I can't hear you properly, though.
Hold on. Let me see if I can raise my volume. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a bit muffy. Can you come in and out, and then I'll bring you back in? Come in and out, and just maybe change a little bit up. I can't hear you properly. Let's bring on Lee. Lee, bro, how are you?
What's up, my brother? How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Obviously, no Champions League football. What are you thinking?
We expected it from January. We maybe Ralph can pull something out. Motivate the players, so on and so forth. But it's that guy earlier. I don't remember what his name is. He's talk real facts, but
Abdullah, I think it was.
Yeah. I told Nordem, I broke my phone in that Liverpool game. Didn't want to watch it because we knew what was going to happen, right?
Yeah.
But season is dead. Give us something at 5. I nearly break my phone, bro. I nearly broke my phone. This is the first time in a few months that I really sit down and watch a game. Always listen to you on the live stream, have it in the background, turn it up and down. If I, go on the, put the game on to see the goal and whatnot. But bro, this is bad. Fair play to to Ralph to bench, the fridge, the useless fridge, but yeah, as I said the last couple of times, all of them need to go. All, Varane, Sancho, De Gea, Ronaldo, Ilanga, and that's it. If you had paid, Savage's kid that I was saying, but we look at Hannibal, that left back dude, that full back dude, if we had lost against, Arsenal, even if it's 6-0, it wouldn't be that bad because they have some game experience. These brother, yeah. I even watch the game. I listen to you on the Arsenal, man. I even watch it. I have it in the background doing my stuff. It's no Champions League football. Granted, we should not even be in the Conference Cup. 7th, 8th. Play the kids. Let thing had come in. I don't care who it is. I if it's Frankie the Young mom, I don't care who it is. Sign them.
Yeah.
Let them come and let them try to do something. Change the backrooms like everyone. John Murto. I don't care who. I don't care who it is. Change everyone. Let's build a new quote unquote identity. You know what I mean? Like the Pogba thing and all that. It's been toxic for the past couple of months on Twitter. Like Nordim, you're talking Nordim. You know that. It's been really bad. McTominay's back in the midfield, bro. It's good. It's good that we don't have Champions League. Let him get his backroom stuff in. Like 2 or 3 seasons. Ralph starting to go off like, oh well, we need 10 players, 2 transfers. We knew that when he came in. We think he's gonna clean up. No Champions League, a positive. That's the only positive we see for the end of the season. Bruno getting 250 bags a week. You know how much money that in the US? It's like 300. It was like $300,000 a week. You know what I mean? That's
it's shambles, man. It's a shambles, Lee. It's a shambles, man.
I have friends in like Yemen and all of these places. Like kind of help them out with Ramadan and when they need some stuff because what's happening there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, 250 like $300,000. $300,000 can change their entire life forever.
Yeah.
These guys are getting $300,000 a week, brother. A week. When you get to that point in the amount of money, the incentive. Very few players in any sport that can get that money and still perform at the highest level. You know what I mean? It's just based on money. If next season in the summer, if they still haven't, take Hamed Bagger saying, let Martial stay, Donny has to come back, free Donny, you know what I mean? But
free everybody, man. Free Man United, man. Free Man United. That's
free
it,
Man
man.
United. Free Man United from the Bankers FC, the Comedy FC and all that. We used to laugh.
Absolutely, man.
We used to laugh at Arsenal. This Wenger in Wenger, and look what we even worse than a commercial club. It's not even commercial anymore. I don't know what it is because if it's commercial, then you buy players that have value that will sell you jerseys to perform, and then you pay them enough money so they can win a game on their own individual talent. Job for the boys, but that's not happening.
Absolutely, man.
Brother, that Liverpool game. I tell you, man, that Liverpool game, that I almost cried. Real facts. I nearly broke my phone. When the game is on, everyone kind of stop. I don't go anywhere for the weekend. Have to watch a game. Who's playing? They don't know like football here and the intensity of football, or we treat football, right? So when I explain to these Americans, they're like, oh well, you have to watch a game. It's not even a question. It's Liverpool, it's Man City, it's Arsenal. You have to watch a game. We're there and they're watching, and even people that don't know football is like, what is happening?
Of course.
It's shocking.
It's just it's shocking at every level, bro, and that's just the reality. But Lee,
I tell you, in 2015, I broke my rib celebrating that one Mata goal.
Yeah.
I nearly broke my phone. That first goal, all the goals, I was back on the hard stuff, hard
absolutely.
But this is done now. It's done now. Let's move on. I'm not watching no more game for the end of the season. Bar Cup, MUFC, no more games. Focus on family.
Come
It
on,
is
man.
what
That's
it
how
is.
you gotta be, man.
Yeah,
Health
man.
before,
Yeah, man.
you know what I mean, everything, man. But big up to you, man, for coming on,
Big
bro.
up, my brother.
Love, bro. Appreciate it, man. Big up to you, man. Let's big on United. We are. United, we are. You all right?
Assalamualaikum, Said. You alright, yeah?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, good, man. Thank you for getting me on. To be honest with you, it's like a therapy session, really, to be honest with you.
There
Because
you go.
yeah, man, I've been watching United for a long time now, for like nearly 30 years. So, in this state, the way it's going at the moment, is depression, man. Even though we shouldn't really be in the depression, but this is, to be honest, if you look at it, this was going to happen no matter what we say. Because look how long it's been the way the football's been played. Even on the Ollie, the games, the way they were being played, we knew this is going to go off the rails no matter what we do. Just bringing in a few superstar players doesn't make you a good team. That's the thing, isn't it?
It's true. You need a team. You need a proper team, man.
Yeah, well, you today. I was watching the Everton game. This is how badly I've done. I've been down. I've been watching other games. I'll never watch no games. I watched Everton and Liverpool today. Even Everton had a better fight in them than what even Manchester United had, and they're fighting for relegation basically. At least they're fighting for the shirt. They're fighting for the pride. But like here, with Man United, I just don't know what's happened. Just completely gone off the rails.
I think. Do you think Man United have just kind of like they're in that kind of cycle now?
Yeah, I do. You know what? Though, you know what the problem is? Yeah, is we've been getting the wrong managers in. I think from the beginning, when we got David Moyes and then LVG, then we got obviously Mourinho. Problem is we've been getting managers that are on the decline. If you look at Mourinho, his time is declining. You know, even though he won a title, obviously he won the Europa League for us at the time. But the thing is, if you actually still look at the team, majority of them players are still here, even right now currently. So like obviously you got Pogba going now, you got Mata going, you got five, 6 players out of contract in the summer. But thing is once they're gone, thing is it's not just about them players. There's players there that are not good enough. Like you got McTominay, you got obviously Fred. I do rate Fred, but only when he's got someone decent behind him. He can push forward, he becomes a bit a good player. But as a defensive midfielder, he's no good. And then you obviously obviously we brought Ronaldo in. Ronaldo obviously the GOAT. You can't with him even look at if you actually look at it, look at the team currently and he still scored that many goals. That's surprising. Like that's what you call a he's obviously like, the GOAT for a reason, isn't it?
Absolutely. United, we are, man. I appreciate you calling in, brother. And then we'll speak
Thank you,
sometime
man.
again soon.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. Thank you. Bye.
All right, bro. No worries, man. No worries. Let's bring back Freddie. Freddie, you there?
What's up, Saeed? Can you hear me now, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Perfect, man. How you doing, man?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Could be better, but all good, all good.
Yeah, man. Tough times right now. Tough times. It was a hard watch. I think they played pretty decent, to be honest, compared to the other games. But, man, once they put in Rashford and Lingard, that's like throwing the white flag. Those guys are just – Rashford plays like if he was playing already 80 minutes. He's just jogging, not pressuring. I don't get it, man. I think it's time for Ragnick to go ahead and put the young guys, put Garnacho, put Hannibal, bring the left back, Fernandez, who looks like a pretty good player. I think it's time to start this youth project and see who could hopefully have some game time next year.
Do you think there's a lot of work to do for Ten Hag?
There is, but I do feel positive about the hiring. I think he's a good coach. They play a good football. They press. They play proper football, Ten Hag style. I know he lost the cup, and I know the Champions League exit was kind of tough against Benfica, but he plays a good brand of football. I just think as fans, Man United fans, we need to be patient. We need to give him at least 3, maybe 4 transfer windows. Let him bring this players. We got to get rid of a lot of players, man. There's only
Who would you get rid of?
I would definitely the defense. I want Maguire. I want gone. I don't think Lindelof is good enough. Telles is terrible defensively. I think he's okay attacking, but defensively he's terrible. You need the midfield. The midfield is the heart of the team, so you need to change the midfield. I'm not opposed to keeping Fred and McTominay as depth, but having them start all 38 games of the season, we can't have that anymore. We need to bring proper footballers, people who have technical ability. McTominay hides behind, doesn't want the ball. Fred is limited. He can't ping 40-yard passes. We need players that need technical ability. And I know people are getting on Bruno Fernandes. I know he's had a bad year. But I think if you bring proper ballers, people who can play the ball, people who want touch, who are not afraid to play and spread the ball around, I think if you put proper players around Bruno, I think he can play better. I don't think he's a bad player. I think next year will be a big year for him. See how he adapts with Ten Hag. But people saying get rid of him, that he's bad. I get it, man. The penalty was tough. I wish Ronaldo would have took it, but I mean, he pretty much carried us the last 2 years. He pretty much gave us Champions League qualification, if you think about it. So I think we have to assess Bruno with Ten Hag and see what he can do.
Absolutely,
And,
absolutely.
And it's a big job, but I know he could do it.
Absolutely. Freddie, man, appreciate you coming up. Go on.
I had a quick question for you, man. As an Ecuadorian and, being a Man United supporter, I just wanted to ask you, what did you think about Antonio Valencia's time in Manchester United? How did you rate him?
I actually liked him, man. I thought he was a good player under Fergie on that right-hand side. Remember, it was, I think, the 9-10 season when he had so many assists. Him and Wayne Rooney were...
Like 25 assists, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, man, he was a beast, and I think he was a good professional, man. I think no Man United player can talk bad about Valencia. I don't think so. He was a very, very good player, man. I liked him as a player.
Awesome, man. Thank you,
warrior,
man. I appreciate
man. Big
that,
up
man.
to you, man. I appreciate you coming on. Love, bro. Big up to you, man. Let's bring on Sid. Sid, how are you, man?
How are you, Said?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. How are you?
I'm fine. I think it's the right time for United not to have a Champions League spot, because even though if you think Eric Ten Hag is in building phase, he's not going to compete for that. And then you can have some youngsters who can get confidence in Europa League and also can get the experience of playing at high level in European competitions. So Europa League is a good competition for him to establish his mentality to how to play in Europe. And also I think Rashford need to be sold, because yesterday I saw him. Even though you are losing at 88th minute, you are not going to cover 2 goals, but you need to show the fight. He was not showing any fight in him. Also, you can say that about Bruno Fernandes. He was just moving like he's a Rolls Royce or something, but was not playing very well. He was very poor, and I don't think so. He deserved that 290k anyhow. Even if he's scoring, but 290k is too much for him.
Do you think obviously no Champions League football, do you reckon that might distract, in terms of Ten Hag? Can he do a lot in the Europa League, Conference League? Is it a setback because of the fact that we play Thursday, Sunday? Will that affect next season as well?
See, if you are going to get youngsters, they are going to be full of energy, and you have to adjust to that. If you are not getting Europa League, there is no need of getting Conference League. Then you should finish it. If you are not getting Europa League, it's of no point playing in a Conference League. Europa League is important because it is of some kind of respectful trophy where youngster can get some playing experience in European stage, where some good teams might show up in round of 8 or in semi-finals, and United can go through that. Everyone know that they are not that shit that they can't go through with Ten Hag and also with young players. It is good to have Europa League, in my opinion.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But Sid, appreciate you coming on, man. Nice one, brother. Love, bro. Let's bring on Real Mass, man. Yes, brother, you good?
Yes, Saeed Ulal, how are you?
Yes, brother, you good? Assalamu alaikum, bro.
Alaikum salam, bro, man. It's Mo's cousin, Jay. I got a few things to say, Ulal. First thing is, In
Go
order,
for it.
in order for Ten Hag to succeed, it's going to depend on the board. It has nothing to do with the fans. You know, we've got his back. You know us. We've had gigs. Everyone's back. But when it comes to succeeding in this football team and for Ten Hag to succeed, it depends on the board, bro. Are they going to back him? Are they going to give him what he wants? Is there going to be all these commercial signings, the ones that make them money and not the club and not, you know what I mean? That's
Absolutely,
what it depends on. Yeah, that's what it depends on. It doesn't depend on the fans. You know us. We get behind the team regardless.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
So for Ten Hag, for us, yeah, what we have to do is put pressure on the board, put pressure on the owners, and make sure they back their man and have patience with him, because that's how it starts. You've seen what Liverpool done for Klopp, and you've seen how long like the patience they've had with him. We've got to do the same thing. We have to do the same thing. We have to put pressure on the board. Never mind Maguire. He's going to get sorted. When Ten Hag comes, he'll see who's what and what's what. Do you know what I mean? We need to stop that energy and not put that energy onto Maguire and more towards the board, right? Just to make sure that, listen, we are patient here. We will wait for Ten Hag to do his thing. We will wait. You know what I mean? Don't use as an excuse to be like, oh yeah, the fans are getting impatient with him now. Let's get rid of him. No,
True.
We're there for the long haul. We're there for the long
They need
haul.
to control the situation. That's what you're trying to say.
Exactly, brother. Because look, we've had everybody. Look how many managers we've been through, bro. We just spit them back out. It has nothing to do with the managers. It's all upstairs, brother. And always, as Nuruddin always says, nothing is gonna change unless it's from the top, brother.
From the
Regardless
top,
of
bro.
what we do, wallahi. Yeah, regardless of what we do. Regardless. We could bring Pep can come in. Pep can come in our club tomorrow. Do you think he'll get something out of these players and the way we are, brother?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
It's a lot of problems, and we need to get rid of them quickly as possible.
Yeah, and
absolutely,
with all these signings, we want to know who's making these signings. When Ten Hag comes, we've got to give him 100% control of what he wants and who he wants. Stop all this, oh yeah, because it's Rashford, we need to keep him. No, if he doesn't fit the style of football that we want to play, or if he doesn't perform, we've got to get rid of him. We've got to stop all this, what's it called? All this
sentiment.
Yeah, sentiment. Like, yeah, he's one of our old, bro. This is football. These men go home and they leave. We're the ones stuck with this team for the rest of our lives, bro. We gotta understand. We're young right now. You know what I mean? We're young right now. But imagine another 30 years, Saeed. Just picture another 30 years of this rubbish, bro. By the time we get all grey, and just picture that, brother. So
exactly, bro.
We have to know. We have to know what's good for us, and what's good for us is not the sentiment thing. Allow that sentiment rubbish. Yeah. But
facts, bro. Now you spoke real, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Love for coming on, man.
I would love saying this. It's Jay's most cousin. You already know, Olala, yeah?
Come on, bro. Love, bro.
All right, Olala.
Come on, bro. Love, man. Appreciate, man. Appreciate you coming on, man. Let's bring on Karen. Is it Karen? We're gonna bring everybody on. Hopefully, the next. We've got about, I'd say, 10 more minutes on the show, so we're gonna have quick 2 minutes each, people, and we're gonna kind of wrap it up now. But Rohan, Karen, you're first. I can't hear you, brother. You're not speaking. I can't hear you, bro. Nah, can't hear you, bro. Let's bring on Matthew. Matthew, you got 2 minutes.
Yo, bro. Look, I just want to say I'm a big fan, bro. And big up to all the stuff that you're doing, bro. Ramadan Mubarak. Look, I'm from my bro. Look here. Yo, sorry, I brought out the slang from South Africa now. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying.
I'm just look here. Sorry, bro. I'm just happy to actually be here speaking to you, man. I actually see you as a celebrity and stuff, man. Do you understand?
Nah,
big up, bro. Nah, big up. Much love, bro. Much love, my bro. Look here, much love, bro. Look,
come on, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm an Arsenal fan, like I'm not a United fan, but like just wanted to come in here, man, and pick you up, man. That's all. Like I'm proud of you, bro. Like just continue doing what you're doing, bro. Much love, bro. That's all I have to say, bro. I'm sure there's other people that also wanna like talk to you because they also idolize you, man. They also see you as a celebrity, just like I see you, bro. So big up, bro. Big up. Much love, man.
Too,
much love.
Yeah, you too, man.
And look, you must knock out the expression sooner. You must knock him out.
We'll see. Come on.
Okay, cheers, bro.
Come on,
Cheers.
man. Love, bro. Love, bro. That's cool, man. That's cool.
Say that
Let's bring on
opportunity,
Rohan.
I go watch our ear.
I don't know what's happening with Rohan. Rohan, I tried to call you there. Rohan, no. Yeah, can you hear me now? Bro, can you hear me? I don't know what's going on to everybody today, man. Let's bring on Malcolm. Malcolm, you're normally asleep,
That's
but you're
great.
good.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just working right now, but yeah, I can come off for a good few minutes. But
Yeah.
yeah. I guess that's the end of the season.
Well, there
I
you
guess
go. You
that's
said
it.
it.
I
You
guess
said it.
that's it. Honestly, right now, I think we just need to grind out the remaining games. I mean, we have nothing to play for right now, so I think much
Yep.
we can do. Yeah. I mean, with Ten Hag right now, I think I'm just praying right now. I'm just praying that he gets the full control that he needs. He gets in the people that he needs, and hopefully we can rebuild this squad. And because we need an identity, and I feel like Ten Hag can bring an identity, but it's all about giving him the time and control. And
Absolutely.
yeah, that's pretty much all I can say right now. But yeah,
No, I appreciate it, man. Short and sweet, man. Big up to you,
yeah,
bro. Love for coming on, man.
yeah, bro.
Big up to you, man. Big up to you, man. Let's try and bring on Karen one more time. Karen, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you. That's it, man.
Awesome, man. Had to switch to the Android. iPad wasn't working.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Well, first of all, I'm a Liverpool fan, so I just wanted to come in here and high step a little bit after 5-0 or 4-0. You know, they're all running together at this point.
Yeah.
But as far as your guys' team goes, I think Ten Hag is a great signing. He can come in here, he can come in there and just teach players how to play football, to keep the ball, pass it around. Just no more dumb shit. Like, I think it's a big signing for you. But I think the most important thing is with your stadium. I was talking to you last time. Is that you guys decided that the owners decided to have 15,000 seats, I believe, to the stadium.
Yeah.
Most of those are going to be suites, so I think that's going to, because Manchester United's the banker club, and I don't want to hate on them because Real Madrid's run by bankers, and they're very, very successful in what they do, obviously. But it's just this, I think that's going to boost the stocks, and they might want to spend on more players this summer. Obviously, they got to fuck off Maguire. That's the biggest guy. They got to F off. I think with you guys, you have Bruno, Ronaldo up top, and Rashford can regain some sense of form. I think you guys can be okay going forward.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Karen, I'm gonna have to bring some more people on, but I appreciate your little input there, and we'll talk soon, brother. Come on, bro.
Actually.
Love. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Let's bring on Zach. Zach, you good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Massive United fan.
Come on.
Just can't wait for Ten Hag to come in. Hopefully, we can see some better football than what's been going on. I think we were really unlucky against Arsenal. Much better performance than against Liverpool. I think we hit the crossbar and post. I think that Sancho, when he came up against Cedric, he handballed it. So I think that.
Yeah, man. Should have been a penalty. Should have been a penalty.
100%. But my real question is, why is Ronaldo not taking pens? We've seen Bruno bottle it in times with penalties. Clearly, the best player in the world is on the pitch. He's got to take it. If he's not on the pitch, then obviously Bruno should take it. But Ronaldo is not.
Especially on the form he had as well. The form,
exactly. I agree with you there. Absolutely. Like Ronaldo, it's good that Ronaldo got a goal for his son and everything. Like, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Shame about that, because it shows how Ronaldo's the best. He's going through what he's going, but he's still performing at the top level.
Absolutely. Who needs to go for you in this squad?
For me, I know it's not going to happen because he's worth 80 million and no one's going to pay that price back. But I think Maguire needs to go. I think you keep McTominay and Fred, but I wouldn't really. If I had to keep out of them, one of them two, I'd keep Fred. I think Fred is better, but I was listening to McTominay's interview yesterday, and he spoke and agreed with what he says. I wouldn't play Tellez. I think like he's good attacking wise, but defensively, I think he's just shocking. Like yesterday, like if that was anyone else, for example, look, if that was a Robertson or a Cancelo or a Walker, they would have got rid of that straight away. But instead, they drop it. Great. And De Gea, wonderful again. He's been my player of the season so far. You have the likes of Ronaldo, obviously. You could say Sancho. He's been brilliant. Like I think he's getting a bit disrespected when not needed because he's been absolutely brilliant all season. Like he creates most chances. Like I saw against Liverpool when he came on, we had that chance, where he dribbled through and he passed it, and Rashford and Langer had the chance to go score, but you see what I mean? Like Rashford, if he don't start racking up anytime soon, he's got it. He'll be gone.
You gotta go. Yeah, absolutely. But Zach, man, thanks for coming on, bro.
Anytime, mate. Keep it up, mate.
Anytime. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Well, there we have it, people. We're gonna wrap up here. Sorry to the 4 or 5 of you that are still waiting in the background. I tried to bring most of you on. And yeah, my apologies. Hopefully next week you guys can come on and have your say. Big up to everybody who's watched the show. Please, guys, like the video on your way out. If you're watching right now and you haven't liked the video, I don't know why. I'm going to give you another opportunity to like the video. Like the video on your way out. Subscribe if you're new. Apparently, there's only 316 likes. Let's get it up here because we had about 600 plus in the building on the peak viewers. So please give a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you tomorrow for the Straight Jacket podcast with Nuruddin. Catch you there, people. Take care. Bye-bye.